Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. Well, Dungeons & Dragons Planescape Torment and Enhanced Edition. Blech. When we last left off, we got Dickon in our party. Yay! Oh. You see a man standing stock still. He isn't moving a muscle. On closer examination, it appears he isn't even breathing, just standing. His eye sockets are empty holes in his face. Contained within their bounds is a flat gray light that seems to dance with possibility. Looking into the sockets, the eerie, empty feeling of a limitless void shimmers through you, as if you've gazed into a sliver of eternity. The head slowly swivels towards you. You notice that no muscles appear to move under its skin as he turns. And he speaks in a pure, bell-like tone. Well met, wanderer. You have forgotten again, haven't you? Do you know me, stranger? He opens his mouth and you get the feeling of eternity again. Inside his mouth you see no tongue, no teeth. It's almost as if the man were a shell surrounding an illimitable expanse. Illimitable. Wow, I would have just used limitless. I have spoken with you before, and you always forget. Your endless quest to discover yourself ends always in your amnesia. You draw close to the truth and recoil. Let us hope you have the strength to endure your existence. What do you know of me? How do you know this? I know that you, like a fly, rise up from the wreckage of your old shell, buzz about for a while, and curl up and die at the window of truth. You bumble about the pain, seeking light without any plan of your actions, and fall exhausted when you fail. You alight on others to feed from them for a time, and move on with no regard to them. I have watched you come here, and listened to your words, and watched you move away no wiser. Will you learn from your mistakes, O Seeker? Well, who are you? I am O. For some reason he speaks his name. It sounds like he's speaking much more than a single letter, as if speaking of his name contained untold possibilities and nuances. No human tongue could ever create such a sound. What are you? It is my name. It is the name of a portion of eternity. I am a letter in the divine alphabet. Understanding me leads to understanding existence. I am writ in the true names of half of everything. My being encompasses truth. I am mathematic, organic, metaphysic. So what does that mean? The divine alphabet is written in the name of everything that exists, from the seed at the hearts of the eternal planes to the core of the great beyond. My brothers, sisters, a single word translates into two in your mind, and I reach across all that is, was, ever shall be. We are thought, and reality, and concept, and the unimaginable. Also, you could just say siblings. That is gender neutral. I mean, if you're gonna go as fancy as illimited, or illimitable, you could just use siblings. No. Tell me about the great beyond. You would not understand. No mortal possibly could. It is beyond the powers of comprehension of all but the most powerful of powers. And once they understand, they move beyond the veil of mortal comprehension. I can explain it no more than that. Perhaps, sometime, you will understand. So, what are you doing here? Why, I am watching the ebb and flow of mortality. What do you see? You mortals are like wasps. You build your lives' nests from the slimness of branches, and when the wind shakes your home life free, you seek to sting the wind to death, instead of realizing your foolish mistakes, attempting to repair the damage you have caused yourselves, and learning from your experience. You bring harm to any who have the misfortune to blunder near you in time and pain and distress. My advice to you, and to all mortals, stop acting like an insect, and start acting sentient. I'll think about that. Meantime, could you answer some more questions for me? What do you wish to know? Tell me about yourself. I am O. For some reason, he speaks the name. What sort of name is that? It is my name. It is the name of a portion of eternity. I am a letter in the divine alphabet. So what does that mean? That means you know all the secrets of existence, doesn't it? I know many of them. Without a connection to my brothers, sisters, I am but a letter, alone. I am a symbol. Combined, we are language and power. So you don't know the secrets of existence. I did not say that. A letter was still a powerful force, even on its own. Allow me to show you. He opens his mouth wider, and wider still. The mask of his face tears around his eyes, mouth, and nose, revealing that a hint of eternity you glimpsed earlier. You are lost in it, adrift in it, a part of it. You return to your mundane senses and realize that O has vanished, yet somehow your horizons have expanded. Enlightenment has brushed you, however briefly, across the brow. That was indescribable. We have increased our wisdom. Yay! Wisdom 17. That should help us, well, not use pre-spells, but gain experience points. And let's see what the stats is for Dakon here. Charisma 13, Constitution 16, not bad. Dexterity 17, again, not bad. Strength 17, Intelligence 13, Wisdom 13. I would have... For someone who's the whole thing based off of, like, his perception of will, you would think his, like, wisdom would be more than above average. That's his basic information. My past is not known to you. It is not my will that you should know it. Know that I bear the scars of one who has traveled the plains. Know that I have never rested long in any one place. Know that I bear the weight for one who has traveled far to this place. Know that I am a Githzerai. Know that I am of the people of Zerthamon. It was Zerthamon that knew the Githzerai before we knew ourselves. He knew what had to be done to free us. From his knowing came action. From his knowing, freedom was born. The Githzerai ceased to be slaves and became a people. Know that I follow the unbroken circle of Zerthamon. His words are known to me. His heart known to me. All that remains is I know myself. Well, I'm gonna let you guys read this because, my god, Mort's got a long biography here.
Done.
But let's go around and... Ebb Creekneys. Hello. See a slight stooped old man with a full gray beard and a lion's mane of gray hair. He wears a couple of shoulder guards and an armor. He keeps a helmet nearby, smokes a pipe and carries a pouch of tobacco at his waist. He looks pretty strong, but he's a little plump and also appears to have some sort of breathing trouble. Well now, aren't you a sight, lad? Never I seen so many scars blanketed in a fella. It's like a scar cloak you're wearing. Where have you been? Hanging out in a grain thresher? He laughs. I'm just joshing with you, lad. No offense meant, and I hope no offense taken. I'm Ed. Greetings, Ed. Handshake is firm. I hereby tender my apologies for the unfair jesting, lad. Hope no hard feelings. How about I pie you a tankard or two of something to smooth the ruffled feathers? Let's see here. What do we have to do about Ebb? One sec while I look this up. Apparently Ebb is not useful right now. So, sure, why not? And farewell. Let's see here. And I want to talk to Cataran. See a soft-looking man with gentle, far-seeing eyes. He's dressed in supple leather clothing and carries various implements of use of destruction about his body, such as ropes, spikes, tinderboxes, empty vials of air. He looks half gone. Literally. It's an insubstantiality to his existence, and its essence has been partially leached away. He focuses those eyes on you, and suddenly you find him gripped and determined. Greetings to you, O Seeker. Greetings. He carefully sets down the mug he's holding and gives you all his attention. I have seen the far reaches of the multiverse and returned to tell the tale. I have walked upon the bodies of the dead gods and spurned moonbeams in the astrals ahead of 1,000 streaking Githranki nights. I have passed the edges of existence and watched my essence shiver away before me. What can I do for you? No, I've got some questions for you. Perhaps I have some answers for you. Speak, I shall tell you. I met a woman named Ingress with very bad teeth. Said she had come through a portal with some word that opened up a tune hummed near 2 crossed trees. Can you get her home? Pause briefly. I know the portal of which you speak, though I have not traveled to it 30 years gone. I will take her home, Seeker. Go tell her to wait my arrival, then meet me back here. I will tell you if I was successful or not. Thank you.
My journal.
Who are you? I'm Kaladin Illborn Traveler, Dreamer, Tale Spinner, and so forth. Or Traveler, tell me of the plains. I'm tired, Seeker, so tired. I'm fresh back from negotiation. I'll answer what I can for you, but I cannot promise that you will find satisfaction with the answers I give. What would you know? Would you hear of the outer planes, the prime material, or the inner planes? Tell me of the prime material. You want to know the prime? Visit it. The boundless worlds of that plane is an infinite variety, as do the planes, but I cannot encapsulate what I've seen there. Suffice to say they are the birth of the outer planes, and the children of the inner. They hold limitless potential within the boundaries. Tell me more. Tell me about the outer. Now the outer planes, where should I start? You know the cardinal rule of the planes, which all others are based? Do you know about the composition of the outer planes? Do you know of the great ring, the divisions in our hearts? You know the individual planes? Each of these leads to the next, and so it is best to start from the beginning. Oh, now, if you're like me and you spent a lot of time reading through the Dungeon Master's Guidebook, you probably know all about this. I'm going to leave this saved game nearby, and I might make a bonus video where we discuss the planes of Dungeons and Dragons, because if I don't, we'll be here for a long time. Perhaps you should do this later. Farewell. And I really want to help Ingress get home. I mean, out of all of the things we could do right now, it would be really, really good for us to help somebody. Right, Hive Dweller, Dustman, Hive Thug, Dweller, Angry Hive Dweller, Dustman. The Dabus. Elderly Hive Dweller. Out. You, stop. See Ingress. She's huddled inside her cloak of dirty rags, her teeth chattering. She's glanced furtively about her, as if expecting to be attacked at any moment. Greetings, Ingress. You? What do you want me now? You want me to leave? I'm not leaving the city, I'm not. Can't. Tried. It's not a city. It's a prison everywhere. Ingress, I found someone who can take you back to your home plane. Ingress falls silent. I want to go. I want to leave this place. His name is Kenderin. Should be along shortly to help you. Trust him, all right? Ingress says nothing. She merely nods, her teeth chattering inside her mouth. I'll go meet Kenderin back at the Smoldering Corpse bar and make sure everything turned out all right. Be strong, Ingress.
Updated my journal.
Portals everywhere. Yeah, let's hope that we are doing the right thing. I think we are.
Done.
You know, we found a planeswalker. Someone who's certainly been around.
All right.
Ken understands she approached him. The Tooth Woman wanted you to have these, he said, holding out his hands. She wanted to express her thanks, even out the balance of the books, as it were, and be done with the damn things. In the palm of her hand are Ingress's dancing teeth, and he smoothly deposited them in your hand. Enjoy them, Seeker. And other questions. Gain an item. Gained that. What is this place? Unless the cosmos shifted or we spun into the mazes, I would say we're in the Smoldering Corpse Tavern. Mazes? What do you mean? Aye, the mazes where the lady dumps those who displeased her. Makes a small semicircle over his heart. He speaks the lady's name. If you know more of the lady of the city, find a tout or some such guide. Very well. Let's see. Who are you? Tell me of the planes. Back from negation, what do you mean? Sides cloud over. I went to the inner planes to discover my true essence. I made the mistake of visiting the negative material plane in order to understand my body's urge to decay and the cycle of death and life. Thought myself protected against the ill effects of the plane with my magic. I was wrong. The blackness of infinite is nothing pressed upon my soul, and I was beset by shadows that sought to snuff out my very soul. I lost my way for a time, for an eternity. Nearly lost my existence. I could feel my essence falling away from me, and I am even now half gone. Never will I return. How did you survive? How did I survive? With a piece of nothing that held back the nothing. Nothing can stop nothing, you know, and so I carried nothing in my hand to protect me. Do you plan on journeying to the ultimate negation yourself? You have the smell of desperation about you. And so I make you this gift. Hold it in your hand when the shadows press in, and it should protect you and your friends somewhat, should they remain close to you. Pass you a small black token that looks as if it has no dimensionality to it a bit of it at all. Thanks. Farewell. Let's see. Negative token. It's a negative token. A flat black disc that appears to have no substance to it at all. Turning it over reveals that it has no third dimension. There's no thickness to the item at all. Gives you some command over the creatures of shadow. You command them to stand still for a few precious seconds. The more powerful the shadow, less likely it is to obey your command. As an added benefit, as long as this token is carried by any of your party members, it acts as a ward against shadows. It will not prevent shadows from attacking your group, but the shadows will find it more difficult to harm you while the token is carried. Not bad. Yeah, I can hand that to you. Ingress's teeth. A handful of Ingress's living teeth. Apparently they didn't want to go with her back through the portal to her home plane. They rattle amongst themselves whenever they're held close together. Remind you of a bunch of creepy ivory-hopping bugs. Note, to change the teeth to a different type, select Use. The teeth may gain new options and ability as more level goes up in level. Oh. Yeah. Let's see here. Apparently, Yeah, teeth for the teeth.
Hey,
Tooth removed.
hey.
You examine Ingress's teeth. They can't shake the resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling they're looking at you expectantly to wait some command. I want you to do piercing damage? Teeth elongated and sharp fangs. Done. Interesting.
Hey, hey.
And you can task them to do crushing damage. Interesting. Well, that'll be for next time. When we come back, more Planescape Torment. Such a cheery game. Have a good one, folks.